Hundreds of kids hitting the streets tonight trick-or-treating throughout the Rogue Valley.
Police and parole officers are working overtime to keep them safe. News 10's Crystal Henderson has more.
On Halloween, there's something more frightening than ghosts and goblins. A holiday all about children going door to door for candy in the dark could spell temptation for sex offenders.
It's extremely scary that they could just open the door, grab a kid, take them in, and the parent has no idea.
Cheyenne Croteau just found out she lives down the street from a predatory sex offender. But there's nearly 600 sex offenders that could be in your neighborhood in Medford alone.
It's hard to believe that there's that many in such close contact with your kids.
On Halloween night, Medford police will have on their superhero costumes, making sure those offenders aren't handing out candy.
We task each of our officers to know who lives on their beats, and that's part of it, knowing who the sex offenders are, who the registered predatory sex offenders are, and we expect them to kind of keep an eye on them, and see what's going on.
If it were up to me, I'd have cops outside every one of their doors tonight. It's scary.
Offenders being supervised have to keep their outside lights off and can't answer the door for trick-or-treaters, but they can have decorations out front, which can be confusing. This jack-o'-lantern sits out front of one predatory sex offender's home. We knocked on his door, and he says he's following all the rules.
There will be a sign on my door. Please do not knock, there's no candy. Well, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm trying to do better in my life.
Medford police say not all registered sex offenders are bound by these rules. It depends on their crime and whether they're considered dangerous to children.
There's people out there that are 10 times worse than me, and I'm on that list.
A scary thought for any parent. And this Halloween night, it's all eyes on them.
We take our kids into neighborhoods that we know are safe, and we walk up to the doors with them, holding their hands, and walk back with them unless it's somebody that we know and we're in their driveway. We'll let them walk up by themselves, but they're never out of our sight.
Covering your news in Medford, Crystal Henderson, News 10.